Oakland County Treasurer Robert Wittenberg is debuting the SmartFinance Adacemy Financial Fitness, powered by OCTO. That's an acronym, Oakland County Treasurer's Office. A rebranded and expanded experience in financial education initiative. And actually joining me on the Splash Live to tell us a little bit more about what we can learn from this is Oakland County Treasurer Robert Wittenberg. Thank you for being here, Mr. Wittenberg.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about this, and good to see you this morning.
Oh, yeah, I love this, too, because I think this is very important, not just for the community in general, but just for the youth and financial intelligence and financial intelligence, like I say, it's very important. So let's just get into it. What inspired the creation of this SmartFinance Adacemy?
So what this is previously this was, it was called Financial Fitness, and our Oakland County, Michigan Works team was running this and had it for some time, for a few years. They were running this operation and trying to help people. You know, they're helping people find jobs, but this was also a resource for them outside of job seeking. And so, unfortunately, with cuts, from the federal government for grants and this program, they had to take a look and figure out what they could continue to do, and had to make some cuts. And this is something they really enjoyed doing and thought was a really important thing to do, but also realized that they had other things that were a priority to them as well. And so they talked to us. We have a good relationship with them. And so they said it would be a perfect fit, and we thought it would be a perfect fit for our office to take over. So we are rebranding, and it was called Financial Fitness.
Right.
Now it's going to be called the SmartFinance Adacemy. Financial Fitness, powered by, again, that's our acronym, Oakland County Treasurer's Office. So this is something that we are going to try to expand, build upon. We're trying to find additional partners using our network and using the groups and institutions that we work with to expand this, to try to get it throughout all of Oakland County. And try to help people. And you were talking about this, right? It is important. Financial literacy, financial empowerment. It's really important for people. We want to make sure that people are able to live and thrive and grow their businesses here in Oakland County. So this is something that we're really excited to take over. We officially took over and rebranded it as of July 1st. Yeah. And we have a webinar, our first one. So I'll talk to you about that as well.
Okay.
That's coming up on July 15th. So we're excited to announce this, and we're excited that you're covering this.
Oh, yes, I'm excited as well. And financial literacy, that was the term I was looking for, financial intelligence. Same thing, but you got it right. And thank you so much again for that. So, all right, so Robert, you said we're building on something that we rebranded. Let's visit that. How does SmartFinance Adacemy actually build on the success of this financial fitness program? So,
they had been operating this program. But they had a lot of other things they were doing within their office. But we actually, within our office, have what's called the Financial Empowerment Center. So we have already been doing this. The Financial Empowerment Center is trying to help people with budgeting, with debt relief, finding grants and resources that might be available to them, helping small business owners get started. So we were already doing this, trying to help people here with their finances in Oakland County. Yeah. So this was something that it's a kind of a smooth transition and fit for our office. And so it was, operated by Michigan Works. Now it's going to be operated by our office and our team with partnership. And, Michigan Works will continue to be a partner with us in this endeavor. But we're going to continue using some of the organizations that they were using to do their webinars and to provide these resources, but we're going to expand on that and grow on that, because there are some additional resources, additional partners that we have that we're going to bring to the table. And so we're going to expand kind of the curriculum that we've been using, that they've been using in the past, and try to find more ways to help people and answer their questions and through life cycle, right? For first-time home buyers and first-time parents, and as kids go back to school, and yearly budgeting, and our veterans and our seniors, and right. So we're going to make sure this is across the board, that this is a program that can help people all across the county. And so we're excited. We're excited to do this because it is important. We want people to be able to thrive in Oakland County, and I think this is something that will be tremendously helpful.
Oh, Mr. Wittenberg, I'm excited already. As someone who's an advocate and a fan of financial literacy, especially even for our youth, like I highly encourage everyone to go out there and find out more information about this and how they can become part of it as well. And since we just talked about that, let's get into that webinar. Can you tell us a little bit more about this first webinar, The Power of Budgeting, please?
Yes. So, we have main pillars that we're going to try to touch on, right? So this is kind of the setup of that, right? Financial wellness, right? The foundation of financial wellness. So debt reduction and credit building and crisis-proof finances, right? And then we're going to kind of go to lifelong financial wellness, home ownership and housing, as I talked about, small business resilience and growth, smart money for veterans, seniors, parents, families. And so this first one is specifically the power of budgeting, a blueprint for financial success during inflation and financial uncertainty, because that's kind of the times we're in right now. So it's really important. So we're going to cover practical steps to manage rising costs, stabilize finances, and create sustainable plans moving forward. And so, like I said, that Financial Empowerment Center that we operate out of our office, Rita Nasso, who runs that, is actually the one who's going to lead this first webinar. So I want people to know it's coming up. It's July 15th at 11 a.m. It is free and open to anyone that wants to join, but registration is required so that we can send you the link. So we encourage people to go to oakgov.com/smartfinance, oakgov.com/smartfinance.
Okay.
And then when you go there, you'll have the opportunity to sign up for this webinar and then future webinars. We're gonna do our best to try to do 2 every month. Depending on the months, during holidays and things like that. But overall, we're going to try to do 2 a month. We'll archive them, and the ones that are really, people really found valuable, we can revisit as well. But we want to encourage people to join us on the 15th. And then also we're looking for additional, as we said, additional partners. If there's financial institutions or organizations that this is kind of their core message and work that they're doing, and they think they can be helpful, to reach out to us as well, because again, we're looking to expand the programs that we're offering.
Okay, you dropped a bomb on us, but it was all great information. Let me kind of reiterate that a little bit. First and foremost, I think it's very important the fact that you mentioned the collaboration, the fact that you all were doing pretty much the same thing Michigan Works was doing, but you said, let's not reinvent the wheel. One of us do it. We can still partner together, make the resources even bigger, more available, and it just makes things less complicated. So I love that too. And I also just love how just the effort and the consideration that you all are doing it online, making it convenient. No one necessarily has to go in to a building, and then actually having, like you said, recorded and accessible online even afterwards. I think all of those very, very important things that should be considered in the whole aspect of this program. But once again, joining me live on the Splash, talking about SmartFinance Academy webinars that'll be starting very soon. We have Oakland County Treasurer Robert Wittenberg just explaining a little bit more about this new educational webinar and things of that nature. So we talked about the what, we talked about the how. Let's get into the why. I think this is extremely important. Why is financial education especially important during these times of inflation and economic uncertainty? So,
I mean, it's crucial, right? And trying to lay that foundation as you talked about with the youth, right? And I was a legislator previously, prior to becoming treasurer. I was a legislator, and so this is something that we worked on, requiring half credit in high school for people to learn about personal finance. And so it's really important for people to have financial security throughout their life, right? Starting out and budgeting, saving, putting money away for yourself, first and foremost, so that you can retire with financial security and dignity, right? It's through that whole spectrum. We want people, one of the top things that people stress about is their finances in relationships and life in general. And so we want to help be a resource to teach people about that, because it is important all the way through as you're just getting started in the working world and putting money away and then growing, right? If you want to own a home, if you want to start a business, if you want to do, we want people to be able to save, but also to enjoy their life as well. So putting the money away towards, if you want to go on that vacation, if you want to invest in something else, right? It's important all the way through. And so we want to teach people that budgeting. That's why this first webinar that we're kicking it off with is so important, talking about budgeting and talking about people being able to, again, I use this often, but thrive in our community, that they don't have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck, that they can start putting money away and they can start doing the things that they want to. And it starts at a young age, and it gets ingrained inside you once you learn it. And so we're going to keep pushing that message and trying to help people, so that, we want everyone to do well and everyone to love living here in Oakland County. And we want to be helpful in that endeavor.
Yes, yeah, that's essentially what we want. Money helps the economy, and being smart about money is being smart about our local economy, essentially. That's how I feel about it. And I don't want to hold you up too much longer, Mr. Wittenberg, but I do want to ask you, what are your long-term hopes and goals for this SmartFinance Academy and its role in empowering Oakland County residents?
Well, we want to expand the reach, right? We want people to know about this, that, that it's not just the few people that might be watching it on a continued basis. We want to expand it. We want people to refer and say, you know what, this is something that really helped me, and I would love for you to try this out as well. I think you could benefit from watching some of these webinars and being involved with this organization. So, we're going to do what we can to try to spread that message. And so that's what I would like to do, is expand this as much as possible to help as many people as possible. Because that's, what I love to do, is I love helping people. And I think in our office, we have that feeling here as well. And so if we can expand this and help as many people as possible here in Oakland County, I think that would be our ultimate goal. And that would give me great pleasure if that's the case and that's what happens with this endeavor.
Perfect. And we're wishing you the best of luck in getting this together. And we also wish everyone else, go out there and get as much information as you can. Once again, Oakland County Treasurer Robert Wittenberg, thank you again for your time, sir.
Thanks for your time. Nice to have you, and nice to be here with you. And thank you for covering this important topic. So people, please go online and take a look.